Hey everybody, welcome back. So I know I said at the end of the last episode that we were about to start a revolutionary war. However, I've been thinking about it. A rebel sentiment is not amazing. We can see the number right there, 58%, 79%, 53%, and my main worry is 58% out of here. I really should get that higher, because looking at it right now, with my ability and everything, when they attack us, I'm gonna have a ridiculously high amount of chance of winning every fight. Like, in a fair fight, they'll have way stronger or higher strength than me, and I'll still have like a 75% chance of winning the fight. But if we just look at this, 75% chance, you know, 4 versus 53, 4 versus 24, 9 versus 36, stuff like that. I'm not even worrying about the warships, because that's not happening. The battle on the sea is not going to be won by us. They're still going to win through attrition. So the way I look at it, John Adams, he has not declared independence yet. I get the feeling he's got crippling debt issues, because as high as his score is, he's got 2 cities, and he doesn't seem to be sending any ships in and out unless they're going really low. But, you know, I'm up here so that if they send a ship around that way, but, you know, I probably could just go a little bit lower. I'll do that. So they're probably trading mostly with the locals. So I think we do need some more military. If we just look at our founding fathers here, if we go to military, how close are we? We're real close. Okay. Just, you know, really want that last upgrade. Now, mind you, we get a lot of military points when the war breaks out. I just want to make sure that no one's beating us to that. Veteran soldier. Okay, so this episode might be a little bit uneventful, I'll warn you now. Mostly because really all we need right now is to mass produce soldiers. And that is a very repetitive, oh god, why are you all grouped together? That is a very repetitive task. Unfortunately, you've just put people in the school, make a little bit of money, you know, rinse and repeat. Oh, they're up there again, whatever, they're not a problem. The Dutch basically don't exist in this game from now on. This is my caravel. Yeah, go back to Europe. Okay, cannon. So they're barely gonna hit this city. I can tell you right now. They really like to focus on the coastal cities first, which I'm fine with. If the English declare revolution, I'm probably going to have to immediately declare revolution as well, because we really can't afford... Great. Speaking of can't afford, we don't have the 500 gold we need right now, so just become anything, clear, and then become a student again. Crap. Nope. Here we go. Oh, and it's cloth. Good. We can go get some quick cash by selling that. Caravel. Yeah, unload and then go back. Sorry, I lost my train of thought a little bit there. We need to get some money so that we can, get more, veteran soldiers, because that's really our top priority right now is veteran soldiers, and I wouldn't mind cannons either. So, the English, if they declare revolutionary war, we're probably going to almost immediately declare as well. Unless I could really mess them up and ensure that they lose the war, which really, with my privateer, I'm pretty sure it can bombard. I could just go there and start bombarding their cities and let the English, the mainland English overrun them, and that would probably work pretty well. Alright, switching to cannon production everywhere now. Except for there, they need the newspaper. Alright, so cannons just take, yeah, we can leave the caravel there. Cannons just take, oh wow, another one? Alright, if you want to just feed me money. Cannons just take tools to make, and we can buy those out for whatever we don't produce. There we go. We actually have a decently upgraded privateer, but it's much weaker than the warships the English are going to be using, so can't expect that to win me the war or anything. Newspaper is going to be done next turn. We go. I do not want gun production by tax rate, because guns aren't our issue right now. It's mostly the money to educate. We kind of have to. No, stop trying to give me settlements. Stop trying to give me settlements. I want you nearby so you'll actually participate in the war. Thank you. Alright, newspaper is done there, so the rebel sentiment's gonna get better. Okay, I could one turn a warehouse. Do I even need that? Not really. See, the thing at this point is, I really want my rebel sentiment to keep climbing. Which largely requires that I have a lot more, either smaller population, either I start taking the population out of the city, or I could build some more buildings that are like really advanced ones like these, because you can see they are 25% more Liberty Bell production if it's a final tier building. This is the cheapest final tier building I could do, but at the same time, yeah, ranch doesn't count. At the same time, though, I do need more cannons, and producing them by building them is a lot cheaper. But the rebel sentiment powers up my whole army. It's hard to say. And another thing, I could be getting a textile mill here. That would increase my rebel sentiment. It would increase the amount of cloth we're making, which we then sell. At the same time, do I want to just be making more cannons? Because every cannon counts. I think we need the rebel sentiment right now. Alright, I think I'm happy with my privateer being right there. This seems like a good spot. So they've got 100% rebel sentiment right there. They've been really on top of that. To be fair, they are John Adams, who's the best guy doing that in the entire game. By a landslide. Oh, we have so many free colonists now. Here we go, now they're graduating. There we go! Dom Pedro I. That is the best founding father for military. I'm really happy that we have him now. And let's just put him right there. Sorry, I keep trying to click and drag with the left mouse button, but instead you just tap to go in that direction. It's a habit because I've been playing a lot of Sid Meier's Civilization 6, in which you can left click and drag around, which is really nice. Here we go. It was just the one student, right? Yeah. God, rebel sentiment is so important. Unbelievable. Luckily, it ramps up because... there we go. Wow, we're getting a lot of money. Luckily, rebel sentiment does really start to ramp up because... Did you see something? No? You didn't see a ship, right? That's why I was over here, so I don't see their ground units every time. Yeah, rebel sentiment ramps up because rebel sentiment will increase your production of everything, including Liberty Bells, which is what gives you rebel sentiment. Alright, so we actually need to buy out the end of the cannon each time in this city, just because they don't have the tools production they need. But that's fine. Whatever gets us the stuff we need. Alright, so we're likely going to have a lot of militia, actually. Which I'm fine with, honestly. Whatever gets me the troops. Alright, converted natives, we don't really have any use for them anymore, so they're just going to hang around because it's another body to get hit instead of taking over one of our towns. It never hurts to pad out the population. Alright, so guns are just being sold every turn, so I may as well just turn a few of these guys into regular soldiers, because even our regular soldiers at this point are pretty strong, like our militia, because we have all these upgrades that give them all kinds of promotions that the Spanish are not going to have when they attack us. It's still important to have veteran soldiers, by the way, who are not dragoons, because there are a lot of very good promotions for defending ourselves that dragoons as mounted units cannot get. So keep that in mind. You don't want every troop to be a dragoon. You do need cannons, dragoons, and regular foot soldiers. And as nice as militia are, you really do want veteran soldiers. They gain experience at double the rate, which is enormous. We'll just take this petty criminal onto one of the caravels and send it back. In fact, I should have bought some cannons now that we actually have quite a bit of money. I do want to build up a lot of cash, though, so that when we do our war... Really, we didn't have enough tools for that. When we do our war, we're still able to... I want to make sure that when we do our war, we're still able to continue to produce veteran soldiers throughout it. I don't see anything, so I don't know why it drew my attention to this. Go back to sentry mode. What happened there? Abundance of food population. Okay. And real quick, we have too much ore, so just temporarily we're going to burn some of that ore by making tools extra fast. Never hurts. There we go. Cannon complete. Right, we could switch to something else for more Rebel Sentiment. It looks like Rebel Sentiment might have stagnated, so you know what? We do actually need to bring that up. So I'm going to go ahead and go Ironworks to increase our tool production. And we're probably going to end up buying out a lot of that Ironworks. So we're completely breaking even on wood. Good, I'm happy that we're efficiently using that. You go back in there as a student. Is full? Good, just making sure that the school is always full. No, don't declare war on Logan, God. And you just take some local guns. Textile mill there almost done? Okay, we can buy that soon. Really need my rebel sentiment to stay strong. Man, I wonder how much money the English have lost in having to buy boats. They're probably trading with the locals to get the money for boats. That or they're building these boats, in which case they're using up a lot of turns of production on stuff that I'm just insta-killing. Just soldier up immediately. You're not worth educating. We're at a point now where it's not worth educating the indentured servants and petty criminals because they do take a little bit longer to educate, and we may as well just use them as militia because they're as good as a free colonist is as at being militia. So we may as well. Another easy kill. They are just feeding these to me, and let's go get some quick cash selling that. This is going very well. Still, I don't like that I haven't declared the war yet. This has definitely not been my best match, mostly because there's a 2-year gap during this playthrough, and I got a lot better at the game during that gap. So this was not an optimal start. However, I still think we'll be fine. So textile mill's done. We've improved the Liberty Bell production again, despite having a much smaller population here, in fact, 9 less people in here. So they require far less Liberty Bells to get that rebel sentiment, which is why theirs is so much higher, despite how we're producing more in here. In fact, we're producing 59 a turn. It says 21 there, but you actually get 59 if you see total Liberty Bells because of all of our crazy bonuses. And then over here, it's also doing very well because of the population. Both of our other cities have a population of 13. And part of what's bringing the sentiment down here is we're educating so many people, because that counts as 3 extra people in the city, even though they're temporary and they're not producing anything, they're just becoming something. So a cigar factory is really tempting there, because I don't really care about the cigar production that much, but it's more Liberty Bells, so that is actually really good. I'm actually interested in hearing, though, who do you want to see me play as next? Because you've seen the Spanish playstyle, you know, get your early military points by fighting with the natives if you want to, although we were not that aggressive with the natives in this file, mostly because we didn't have any good reason to be. So there's the English, who are all about really making a huge colony. They get a discount on immigration. They need less crosses to get people immigrating so they can have a huge population. And then one leader requires less guns to arm them, the other leader requires less Liberty Bells, rather generates more Liberty Bells, so more rebel sentiment, more production of everything, more founding fathers. That's John Adams, who I consider to be a strong contender for second best leader in the game. There's the Dutch, who are all about being really, really good at trading. One of their leaders has double time between tax times, which is great for saving money, whereas the other one has the other contender for second best leader in the game, maybe third best, but really solid one. Every colony just has more production. It's like 25% more production, which really adds up to a lot of extra stuff built. Ooh, that's tempting to say no on. Wow. If I say no, he's gonna declare war for sure, because I think at this point the AI is gonna say, yeah, he's got a big enough army that we should declare war. I've actually never heard this far into the song. I'm paying the gold. Ugh. That hurts to do, but we... I'm playing it safe. God, he's gonna buy so many troops with that. With that money I just sent him. And then lastly, there's the French, who are all about integrating with the natives really well. All of them have, like, better relations with the natives. One of them gets double the converted natives, and the other one, automatically all of his military has the Grenadier promotion, so they're better at attacking settlements. Which is a weird one, because it's only good at fighting other European powers. I mean... yeah, it's okay for taking out native camps, but really you don't need it. If you got a cannon, you'll be fine. God, we cannot afford to buy that out anymore. See, that's why you don't stockpile too much money in this game, and that was a big mistake for me, to stockpile that money. Because if you stockpile a lot of money, the AI is going to be like, oh, let's ask for more money. Because whenever they ask for money, they ask for a percentage of your money. So if you just hold on to very little money, they'll never take much money. I'm just asking everybody for defensive pacts here. No, nothing. Okay. That's fine. I really don't need to rely on them. Get another Dragoon, because Dragoons are just really good. And you can just instantly soldier up. Now, I want to make sure that no place is too weak, just because they will try and take advantage where they can. Alright, I'm actually gonna unautomate. There's one already in town here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna unautomate that one and sell to the natives some more. Just take a whole bunch of cloth and cigars up to them. And see what we can do. I should probably get some horses up there as well, because I probably have too many. Oh no, I don't have too many, actually. Didn't mean to select everybody. I really hate how easy that is to accidentally do in this game. There we go. And you can soldier up. Just because we're having that issue again of too many people. There we go. It's pretty cheap to actually buy that out. Yep, that's all the money they had. Alright, back to automating then. Well, we got some quick cash. It's important. And I'll just buy the rest of that out. Okay. Cannot continue. I just bought it out. Why? Okay, whatever. It did it again. I've never seen that happen before. That was really strange. God, we're almost at a 50% tax rate because we're getting money so quickly now. That the game's like, wow, you're making money fast. We should get tax time to show up more often. What are you talking about? I've bought it twice. Game. Oh, let's do that. There, I have purchased. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Purchase that as well. It always purchases the tools when you do that. And I don't think we've never said no to the tool party, right? Yeah, we've not said no to the tool party. There, it finally got built, I think. Soldier. Yes, ironworks constructed. Good, okay. So our rebel sentiment, that's up by another 25% for that. So yes, rebel sentiment has raised again, and it will continue to raise a little bit. Good, we really, really need that for the war. God, it really wouldn't take us long to just max out one of these, would it? One of the ones we don't use, just for the rebel sentiment. Because that's really tempting, honestly. Whew, it's tempting. Ship of the line, though. A couple ships of the line with my rebel sentiment could actually sink some of their ships. Let's just try for one. It's not often a great idea, but we'll just try for it. Oh, and they got the cigar factory done here as well, so yeah, the rebel sentiment's really high now. I'm not really worried about getting that up much more. Let me remind myself something here. Cathedral. Yeah, I don't believe the cathedral. Yeah, the cathedral does not increase rebel sentiment generation. University does, though. Speaking of, I forgot to put someone in there. I really don't need to build a church. Yeah, I really don't need any of this stuff, do I? You can one-turn a warehouse, so you may as well. And then after that, cannons. Cannons, never a bad idea. There we go. How many turns left? 47 turns left, and no one else is declared. What do you think of... Yeah, I can't even ask. I was gonna say, what do you think of your king? Alright, things are going well. Definitely slower than I'd like, though. Kiss my ring for the bargain price. Wow, that is dirt cheap, sure. I really... What are you gonna buy with that one, king? Wow. God, revolution chance going down more. I took your guns that time. That makes me feel good. How's it gone down? My rebel sentiment's only gone up. Is it just because my population is higher? I believe it's because my population is higher and overall generation of Liberty Bells has not gone up. So that might be what's hurting me there. In which case, we could make another little puppet town entirely for making Liberty Bells. In fact, that's really tempting. Just have a Liberty Bell town to increase my rebel sentiment. I think I'm actually gonna do that, yeah. Just send a few converted natives over so that it's got a strong food base. And then we're basically good. Just have a few students go in there. You know, send you over as a soldier to protect it. There, don't even need to pay the natives for it or anything. And printing press will end up just buying out a lot of these things, probably. There, you've got really good food production already. Just have you export food so that we can get more population growth. And you protect that. We'll put a couple more people in there, because this is an easy candidate to get destroyed. As long as our money is okay, we can just make a few elder statesmen for it. Did you even see anything? Because I don't see anything. Don't know why it brought me to look at that. Elder statesman, you need to finish your cannon through purchasing. Got it. And you, soldier. Yeah, just soldier up. There we go. Making sure that everyone's got a gun where applicable. Student. I actually should put the student there last turn, but I suck at everything. There we go. Rebel sentiment being produced, and we'll just go ahead and purchase the rest of that. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of just little micromanagey bits like this now. Newspaper is being made there. Rebel sentiment skyrocketing immediately because it's a lot of Liberty Bells being produced in a very small population place. Buy out the rest of that. And we actually have a ship of the line now. And in fact, we're gonna just start producing another one. Ship of the line. We'll just have it right there on sentry mode for now. There we go. I'm actually really happy with how this is going. We're producing a lot more food because that tiny little food town I made. It's a strategy that actually really pays off if you need to have an enormous population. Honestly, this landmass is not great for. Okay, we've pulled ourselves up again enough. Not seeing anything that the game needs to inform me of. Thank you, Sentry Mode. That's not a guy I'm at war with, so really don't need to bring my attention to it. Thank you for the gift. Alright, 34 turns left. We've really burned through a lot of these turns. This is just one big prep episode. Really? Just that guy again, huh? Okay. Nothing to look at here. Don't know what's going on with that. That's really strange. Alright, this is going fine. Tool production is fine. Okay. How many am I actually producing? 12, which translates to net positive of 4, because I'm also producing so many guns. In fact, this guy, why do I have a farmer there? Oh, what's taking up that... There's not an enemy there. I'm not enemies with anybody. What's going on? Is it just native walking across my land? No, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why I can't use that tile. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Oh, you know what? It's because it's being used by this town, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. It awarded that tile to them. Okay. Whatever. I'd rather he'd be working on tools. I could just immediately buy that out. Why is their education taking so long? It feels like it's taking longer than usual. I need some elder statesmen. And I need to buy that. Alright, just making sure I'm staying on top of everything. You can just sit there. You are another cannon. Wheel you over to the capital, actually, which I feel like doesn't have enough cannons. And we got a good amount of cash. If now's the moment we want to take to, like, pause and really make our stand, it would work out okay. That's a statesman, cannon. Ah, damn, I was hoping 2 statesmen would be done that turn. Alright, bring another one up. Cannon done. Just keep going on cannons. We really, really need cannons. We've massively increased the size of our army this turn, though. Or this episode. And they've mostly just increased their artillery. Which I'm really not too concerned about. They'll have an easier time sieging the city, but I figured they were going to be able to do that by sea anyway, so I'm not really concerned. Yeah, buy out the rest of that newspaper and just get on defensive stuff. There we go. Finally a real target. It's carrying stuff they probably really needed to. And just another, yeah, just soldier up and go to the other town. And you can sail to Europe. Sell those goods you just got. Just immediately purchase the stockade so you've got something to defend you from just a straggler walking by and taking you over. There we go. Another ship of the line is done, and I think it's fair to say just cannon production in there would be fine. Yeah, sell that. And I think we're almost ready. Our tax rate has gotten just ridiculous, which is usually what happens when you start really making money selling to Europe in late game. Alright, I do fully expect this city to get taken over at some point, but really all that matters is that we've got the rebel sentiment to keep going with our production increase, or our population increase rather. We got 100 rebel sentiment in there, that's great. Alright, that's our last sale I think that I want to make to Europe. So I'm gonna just start bringing the privateer down. Let's just do that. Cannon almost done. Buy out the last turn so that we have the tools for it. Take your stupid increase. Get you a gun. Get a cannon in that other city too, just so it's got one. Okay, rebel sentiment there is almost maxed out already. 51%, good. As long as you're above 50, you can declare independence. Alright, I think now is a good time. The beginning of the next episode. Wait. There we go. Okay, for sure, beginning of next episode we declare independence. We only have 20 turns left anyway. Until next time, have a nice day.